Hello everyone, this is Jackson100 and welcome back to another video. Now today I have another Duel deck profile. I made a KOG again this month, I also made a DLV Max with this deck. This is Cyber Raccoons. Basically the theory here is you have a Didnt Scold, and then you summon the core afterwards, and then that gives you Overflow, which is better than any other level 2 you can normal summon. You still get the same end board of the Unicore plus Sandayu. So Unicore, if you have the same number of cards in hand as your opponent, you negate their stuff and destroy it. So if they can't read, you get to laugh at them. Otherwise you can karma cut or pony to change your hand size to negate their stuff. Or go second, you make this and turn off their backrow. So then you just otkd them. Then I have Sandayu, which attached to material summon a token. The same attack as the highest attack on the field. So if they have a blue eyes, you get 3k token, tie the binds attack over it, and you keep your token. Or going first, you can boost the Unicore to 25 or 26, and then you get that token which will keep the boost, and then you can get an extra boost again next turn with the tie the binds. Also can't destroy by battle or card effects, so you can summon 2 of this, make it lock, or if they can't read, they attack into this to die, and then you laugh at them again. Starting off with the list, I have one Cyber Dragon, just something to summon off call. Decent going second card, because unless you're being Scold, all he wants is very, very weak, so you're not killing things, so it's just a way to potentially kill things. And then I have one Fabled Cerebral. You need to summon the Unicore because you need a Fabled Tuner. You can also summon it with Karma Cut or the Valeriform, or like a Heat Break. It's just a way to get an extra monster on board, to have a blocker attack, or just make more things. Then I have 2 Raikou, the Twilight Zone one. So on summon or flip, banishes a Light Sworn from hand or grave to banish a card in the field. So non-target happens on resolution. So they have to use their backrow before I choose what to banish, otherwise they lose it. And if they do, I can banish their monster. Also adds literally anything because doesn't target, doesn't destroy. So you can have Melodious Fusion, etc. Literally anything is gone as soon as I summon this. Then I have 3 Cyber Dragon Core. As I said, summon it at the Overflow. You can also summon it to add the Cyber Fusion later and then try and kill someone with Rampage. Or you can use the Banish effect, summon another one of itself to make like a Crumble Logos if you have another level 2, or the Cyber Dragon to like try and attack over something. So then I have Raikou, the normal one, so flip it pops 1, and then it mills 3. So it's just like your secondary Pompoko target after the Tantan. And then you can also maybe mill like Canadia or Cyber Dragon Core to use their effects, so there's some synergy there. Then I have 2 Baby Raccoon Pompoko. So on summon, it summons one from deck and face down defense, so normally that's Tantan. And then you get extra monster with Tantan. And then this with the Super Rush Recklessly will like leave you the monster, where otherwise you'd have to Super Rush Recklessly whenever you normal summon, and then be left with nothing. So it's just a decent combo there. And it's just like kind of like starter, 3, 6, 8. Because otherwise, as I said, none of the other ones do anything. That's just like set Raikou or Tantan, kind of. You need to be aware of this. You can't summon, apart from Beast, it's time you use it. So if you use any Cyber Dragon shenanigans, so like the Core Banish effect or Special Cyber Dragon, you can't use it. And then you also couldn't make like the Crumble Logos later, so just make sure to not mess up with that. Then I have one Tantan. So on flip, especially one from deck, so no, that's Kalatoza to pop 1. Otherwise, like Valeriform to summon more stuff, like a pony. Just to tap the pony live to add stuff back. Then I have the 1 Melfi Pony, so end phase you special it. And then when they summon a monster or attack it, you can return it to hand, and then you can add 1 from grave to hand. So as I said, you can mess around with the hand size limit with the Unicore and recurs resources, or like block an attack just by it being there. That's useful for that. Then I have 1 Kalatoza, so on special by a beast, it pops 1, so that's Valeriform or the Tantan. Just great to get an interrupt. And people might not know it exists, so they might not play around it. It does really suck to draw though. And then I have the 1 Valeriform, so you discard special level 2 beast from grave in attack or face down defense. So if you already have enough monsters, you can summon the Tantan. Otherwise, it's normally Kalatoza to pop 1. Even if the Kalatoza is in hand, it's fine because you can discard it and special it as long as there's another one in graveyard already. So it's a combo there, and it's also a tuner, so it can let you summon the caster, which might be useful occasionally. Then for the spells, I have 1 Cyberload Fusion. Just grab it with a core, summon the Rampage, kill them pretty easy. And then I have a Didnt Scold. Basically win if you draw this card. Summons 3. As long as you have another one, you can get the Unicore plus Sandayu. If you only have this and no other, you can either make the Unicore or the Sandayu. It's your choice. Does not go into beasts, so you can literally only make these 2 or this. But you do keep your normal summons, so maybe you might want to run some tribute monsters. There is one. Go look it up. This one, Behemoth, King of all animals, so when you tribute it, you can tribute it with 1 or 2, and you can add back what you tribute, so you can summon Pony from deck and then tribute this over it, and then add the Pony back to special. But it's kind of a brick otherwise, so I'm not running it. You also run like 2 or 3 tributes. I've seen some people use the obelisk skill, the new one. So you can Didnt scold summon 3 then summon obelisk. So just some options there. Then for the traps, I have 1 raigeki break. A lot of the beasts really suck, so you can use them for discard fodder to do things with your traps. And also one of the big problems in this deck is if you are being scolded into a treacherous trap hole, you have no more monster zones, so you're actually going to have to raigeki break your own monster to be able to play the game. There's a couple of uses. You can also pop like Aleister to trigger its effect. There's also a way to pop backrow, because apart from like Rampage, there's no really backrow like removal in this deck, so that's also useful for that. Then I have the 2 Canada, summons itself back at a level 2, so it has some synergy in this deck, which should make crumble logos. And I have the Karma Cut, same thing as raigeki break. I only have 1 of both, so I'm just playing 1 of both. I don't know which one I played 2 of if I had 2. But it's just how to try out things like the Melodious fusion. And then I have the 1 Overflow, as I said, set up a core. Really good against Harpies, because it doesn't do it until on resolution, so they can't chain the Swallow's Nest to dodge it, so you pretty much are going to end their turn just with this card. And then if it's popped, you can have the Fabled fusion, so something's useful there. And then lastly, I have 2 Super Rust Recklessly, so pops a beast to shuffle one of their monsters on field into the deck, so normally that's going to be the token. You summon with Sandayu, and again, it's just like Karma Cut, it's just literally moves literally anything. Then for the extra deck, I have 1 Rampage Dragon, just summon the Cyber fusion to kill people, you get a bunch of attacks. Also, as I said before, it's some of the only backrow removal in the deck, so it's useful for that. And for the Synchros, I have 1 Aleister, so it is the biggest thing you summon in the extra deck. So Crumble Logos only has 22, this has 23, which sometimes matters. Obviously it'd be 24 with the tie that binds if that's the only thing. And its effect's decent. If it goes to the graveyard, you can equip it to a monster, negate their effects, and they can't attack, so it's basically Fiendish Chain. But if this dies, you get to steal their monster, so they can't MST it or anything, like they could with Fiendish Chain. Then I have Unicore, as I've explained already. Busted card, helps kill people. And if people can't read you, it's a laugh at them. And the Sandayu, again, I already explained this earlier. I will say Unicore plus Sandayu against one of their monsters. That's going to be game. If you tie the binds, then just all those 3 attacking into one of their monsters will kill them. So it's not the hero to killing people. And then I have 1 Melfi Mummy. So you can make it with any number of monsters. So if you need to clear space after being at school, you can use all of them to make this. Also, quick effect, you can attach a beast from your hand or face a field to it. So you can use it to manipulate your hand size again with the Unicore, or you can suck up a Sandayu that's already done its job and use both its materials. Just get rid of it. And then when you have the number of materials against that effect, so 3 can't destroy a battle, 4 take no battle damage, and then 5 it's kind of like a bad version of the Melodious fusion. You just do damage equal to half their attack. You hardly ever make this, but it's sometimes useful against like the Clock Tower deck, because if you have Sandayu, they can probably clear your entire board and then maybe kill you with a mass change, but they can't kill you through this because there's no way for them to out it unless they have Lightning Vortex, so you're at least going to live for a turn. And then also, Sandayu gets some protection if you have another one, but this will guarantee it on just itself, so that's another reason you might want to summon it to stall out a bit. And last I have Crumble Logos, just a good rank 2, that's just the best rank 2 to make. Just has way more attack than Sandayu, even though with the tie that binds you'll do more damage with Sandayu. You need this to attack over big things, and then often you summon like Sandayu, and then this, and then make the token if you have like a Tantan play, so that's just what you can do to kill people in other ways. And then you can also use this effect to negate a face-up card, so using like field spells, etc., then they can't play the field spell again. As long as they're not using a skill to play the field spell, like Gaia does. This is useful for that. Yeah, so that's it for the deck profile. Go into a couple of replays now.